Manga-Waido.
Masakazu, this is for table number 2.
Yes, sir! My name is Masakazu Fujiwara. I work at the second location of the pub that my mom is the CEO of.
Hey, Izumi, which horse do you think is going to win the race tomorrow?
What? I don't know anything about the horse races, though.
You know, things like this are always won by girls who don't know anything. Come on, choose one for me.
She was one of the part-time employees, Izumi Kobayashi. Izumi was a natural at hospitality, and from sports to the arts to politics and the economy, she was able to speak about anything, so she's super popular with the regular customers. The pub manager, Mr. Sudo, was really kind, and every day I was working hard alongside Izumi and the other part-time employees to hype up the pub. But then one day, the incident occurred.
What's that? Just sit next to me.
I'm sorry, that's against the policy of this pub.
A customer that came for the first time was drunk and tried to harass Izumi.
What did you say? You're not gonna listen to what I tell you to do?
I'm terribly sorry. Oh, a customer over there is calling me.
Wait! Don't you know I'm the CEO of Waido Company? Who do you think you are?
There, sir. If you're looking for more hospitality from a beautiful woman, there's another great place for that.
Excuse me?
At the lounge, right behind the train station. I heard that a super cute new girl just started working there.
Seriously? She better be young.
Well, of course! One of the customers that came here recently said that there were a bunch of other young, fresh meat throughout the lounge.
Oh, is that so? Well then, why don't I go have a look? Thanks, kid!
Not at all! Thank you very much!
Mr. Fujiwara, thank you so much.
Not at all. Are you okay? Did you get hurt anywhere?
I'm okay.
Thank goodness. If you're ever in trouble, you can always call me or the pub manager immediately.
Yes, really, thank you very much.
Of course! You can always leave it to us. However, just a few short days after that incident... Wait... Is this a fever? When I got to work, I was overwhelmed with an intense, hot headache.
Mr. Fujiwara, you can leave the floor to me. Please, go take a rest in the back.
Sorry, Izumi. After that, Izumi went and spoke to the manager for me, and I was able to be sent home so that I could rest. That would have been more than enough, but Izumi came all the way to my house to bring me some treats. This is so helpful. I'm sorry that you came all this way after work.
Not at all. I was worried, so I wanted to check in on you. Also, the manager adjusted our shifts, and he said that you can take the day off from tomorrow as well. Well then, please take care of yourself.
Yeah, thank you. She's such a kind person. After this incident, I developed a crush on Izumi. After that, things started going well at the pub, and around that time, business was steady. I built up the courage to ask Izumi out. I like you, Izumi. Will you please go out with me? However, her response was...
May I please have some time to think about it?
What? Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Sorry to say that to you out of nowhere. Yeah, I'll be waiting for your answer.
I'm sorry.
However, even though a few days passed, I wasn't able to get an answer from her. And things became awkward between Izumi and I. Ah! Things were to get like this, I never should have asked her out! I was feeling frustrated when one day, there was a flashy group of guys that entered the pub, and they started causing a commotion in loud voices.
Hey! Hurry up and bring us some beer! You're still going to drink? You know this place isn't all you can drink. Look how much we drank here for you. It should really make at least one round for free. That's right, that's right. Take it off our bill.
Sheesh, what is with them? One of those guys had actually come to drink here by himself previously. On that day, the pub manager asked him to kindly keep his voice down so as not to disturb the other customers. But then the guy got pissed off, saying, "What the hell are you saying to a customer?" And it almost became a fight. When Mr. Pseudo threatened to call the police on him, finally...
Interesting, treating your customers like criminals. You got some nerve. You better remember this!
Those were his last words, and he disappeared. And just a few days after that, this time he brought so many people that they almost filled up all the seats in the pub, and they started causing more commotion.
Look! There's a pretty cute girl that works here! Come over here and drink with us! Give us good service! Yeah! Murata, that's gonna cost you extra!
Izumi, you mind helping out in the kitchen? Mr. Pseudo and I will take care of this.
Yes.
It seemed like this guy named Murata was the leader, and after that, he added more members day to day and acted foolishly in the pub. However, whenever we asked them to be more quiet, they would quiet down for a moment, and they were paying their bills properly, so it was difficult to manage them. Wasn't enough of a commotion for us to call the police. But then one day, eventually...
Sir, you are disturbing some of the other customers, so please do quiet down. Is that so? Is that so? If you're gonna pay us, then sure, we'll quiet down.
I thought this was a good opportunity, so I immediately contacted the police. Please cut it out! I've already called the police!
Is that so? Already reporting us? What a scary pub this is.
Those were his last words that day, and they hurried out the door before the police could arrive. What are we gonna do about this? These guys are really tiptoeing a fine line.
They're just here to harass us. Anyway, if they're trying to threaten us like that, we have no choice but to get the police involved.
But if they leave as quickly as they did this time... But then Izumi said...
Mr. Pseudo,
Huh?
can you please leave it to me?
The next day, without any hesitation, Murata showed up again with a large group of his members.
So, are you ready to pay up? Hurry up and bring it out! Oh, what's this, an old lady?
I am the representative of this company, and I've heard all about you from my pub manager.
That's right. Today, my mom, who was the CEO and had also heard about the situation, had come to support us.
So, in that case, this is a quick conversation. Hurry up and get the money.
We have no intention of paying any kind of money to you, so please show yourselves out.
Excuse me? Don't you know I'm part of the Tachiwana gang? If you don't listen to me, do you know what's gonna happen to you?
As soon as Murata raised his voice, it was at that moment. A single male customer who was sitting in the corner of the pub at least stood up and stood right between my mother and Murata.
Do you have a minute? Huh? Who the hell are you? I should be asking you who the hell you are. You've got some nerve putting our name in your mouth. Huh? You said the Tachiwana gang, didn't you? I'm trying to tell you that that's the name of my gang, you little kid! What? Hey! Yes, sir!
When the man spoke to his attendant, a bunch of scary-looking guys started to fill up the pub.
Take every single one of these guys with you. You gotta be kidding! I don't really like jokes. So we're going to make sure you pay for this. This is definitely not good. Murata, do something about it! It was just a little joke. I'm very sorry. I won't do it again, so please forgive us. You know that's not even going to serve as an excuse. Anyway, why don't you learn a thing or two about society, huh? Hey, if you're a man, then man up! Yeah!
And so, Murata and the rest of his crew were all dragged outside.
We are terribly sorry for the commotion that we caused. Not at all.
Thank you. You really helped me, Dad.
That's right. This terrifying man was actually Izumi's father, and she says that he is a real gangster. When I heard that, I was shocked from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you very much. You really saved us.
Not at all.
Huh? Is something the matter?
I apologize if this is rude, but could it be that you are Nancy Fujiwara?
Yes, my name is in fact Nancy Fujiwara, but...
I knew it! It's me! Back in high school, you saved me! I'm Wataru from Shiba High School!
Shiba High School? Oh, you're that... Wataru?
Yes!
As it turns out, this man, Wataru Kobayashi, went to the same high school as my mom. 20 years ago, when he was still a student and he got into a fight, he couldn't move. And apparently my mom found him and took him in. He said that she looked after him for a week until he recovered. And he said that to this day, he was grateful and wanted to give back to my mom for how she treated him.
I see. So you became gangster.
In the end, I ended up like this. I have nothing but shame.
Well, I'm glad to see you're healthy. I was always worried about you.
Well, I guess I am getting by somehow.
What do you mean getting by somehow?
According to Mr. Wataru, he said that gangsters are only becoming less and less in numbers, and that money's been tight and that they're only finally able to make ends meet. The chief of their gang was also ill, and he didn't have much time left to live. Apparently, the chief himself is saying that he wants to disband the gang after his generation.
If I could, I would also like to disband the gang just as the chief says, and go back to society as a normal person. But it's not that easy.
What do you mean it's not that easy?
Even if I did go back to a normal life, there probably aren't many companies that would want to hire former gangsters. Forget me. When I think about the lives of the younger guys, it's a difficult decision. Even if it's just a small group of us, all we can do is go around and try to protect the city without getting in the way of all the normal people.
I see. Well, in that case... I've got a pretty good idea.
After that, to my disbelief, my mom went around talking to business owners that she knew, and she started finding job opportunities for the gangsters who were looking to find a fresh start.
These are the people that I spoke to you about on the phone that are looking for a job? As I explained to you over the phone, ever since they were young, they've been part of the gang, and they don't have any experience as working adults. However...
Thank you very much for the opportunity. If you hire us, we will do our absolute best. I am confident in my strength. We're going to do our best, and we look forward to working with you. You both have a really great passion, and I don't hate passionate guys. And more than anything, Nancy asked me for a favor. I can't say no. All right, I'll give you the job.
Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
After that, my mom went around and spoke to as many business owners as she knew. All right, well then, we're counting on you starting today.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Mr. Tanaka, please look after these two.
Your mom, she really is an amazing person.
Yes, I've always been proud to be your son. Before my mom took over for these pubs, she was actually a legendary insurance agent. She was connected to all kinds of companies and business owners, and anytime that their business was at stake, she would pull all other businesses together or investors, and apparently she had saved many businesses from bankruptcy. When my father became ill, she took after the pub that my father owned, and she quit her job as an insurance agent. But it goes without saying that she kept a relationship with a lot of these business owners. And so, out of the dozens of gang members that wanted a fresh start, one by one they secured jobs in companies. However, it wasn't like everything was going to go well. We were still struggling to find a job or two for the young guys, as well as Mr. Wataru.
I don't care about me. I need to do something about these two.
You don't need to worry about me. I'd never worked before anyway. And I'm sure even if I got a job, I would fail right away anyway.
Me too. If this gang is going to be disbanded, then I'll go to a different gang and continue this life. There's no way I could do the job of a normal person anymore anyway. You two, you better not give up so easily. In order to make our sick chief be able to rest easy, why don't you show some determination?
But I want to stay with you, sir. I didn't have anywhere to go or anyone to rely on. And you're the only one that saved me. So I decided I was going to follow you for life.
Me too! If I'm not going to be under you, big brother, then I would rather die. Don't be so foolish!
Hey, if they're so loyal to you, then why don't you stand up top?
What do you mean up top?
You're going to become a CEO.
CEO?
After that, Mr. Wataru and the two young ones that were remaining would start working at our pubs. My mom was thinking,
The second location is just starting to get busy, so I was thinking about hiring new employees soon.
I see. So they can work with us, and that could be their starting point.
If you'd like, we would love for the three of you to work with us. I'll make sure you can learn and be proud. If you do well, then I'll split some shares and I'll help you start your own place too.
Whoa, that's great! Are you sure that you would do so much for us?
Oh, what are you saying?
We're gonna train you strictly, so I hope you're ready!
Thank you very much!
And just like that, Mr. Wataru and the two young guys started working at our pub. And so, all the former gangsters were able to become normal people. And once that was complete, the gang chief also submitted the official disbandment of the gang. And they said that he peacefully departed after that. Alright, the long day of work finished.
Mr. Fujiwara?
Oh, Izumi. What's the matter?
About my father. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Not at all. It was thanks to my mother. I didn't do anything. If anything, we're the ones that should be grateful to your father for chasing out Murata and his crew.
Really? Well, so, this is about my answer to you from the other day?
The other day? Oh, it's okay. You can forget about that.
I have also always liked you, Mr. Fujiwara.
What?
But because of my father, I always thought that the daughter of a gangster would never be able to have a normal relationship. And that's why I wasn't able to give you an answer.
I had no idea.
But now I can proudly say it. Mr. Fujiwara, I like you. And if your feelings haven't changed, will you please go out with me?
Of course they haven't changed. I'm gonna look after you for the rest of my life, Izumi! Wait, did I say something funny?
That almost sounded like a marriage proposal.
Propos?
Huh? Who's there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't exactly trying to eavesdrop or anything.
Mr. Wataru!
Dad, well, it's exactly as you heard.
Ah, Izumi. It seems that I was making you worry because of me. I'm truly sorry.
It's fine. And now that you've become a normal person, Dad, I'm really happy.
Is that so? Yeah. Mr. Fujiwara, I would also like to ask you to take care of my daughter.
Mr. Wataru. Yes, sir! I swear I'll make her happy! After that, Mr. Wataru and his 2 young guys joined our pub and became better and better by the day. And a few years later, Mr. Wataru had his own restaurant. Welcome! Oh, Miss Nancy!
Please, right this way to your seat. Miss Nancy, welcome. We've been waiting for you. Today we recommend the steam catch of the day.
Oh, you've become such a proud restaurant owner. You two are also full of energy. This is a great place.
Thanks, ma'am!
With his 2 youngins, they're happily running a great restaurant.
That reminds me. Masakuso is telling me that this weekend there's something important he wants to talk to me about and asked me to come over to their house.
Yeah, I also heard a similar thing from Izumi. Wait a minute!
Do you think they're going to tell us they're getting married? The day might be coming soon that we can become family.
Oh! Is Big Brother crying?
Whoa, this is so rare. I need to get a pic of this. You guys, hurry up and get back to work. Yes, sir!
I am also happy to be able to see you so happy, Wataru.
From there, Izumi and I did indeed get married. My mother and Mr. Wataru became family.
Where am I supposed to hold?
Oh, come on, Dad. You're way too stressed out about this.
Mr. Wataru, relax. Just slowly put your hands underneath her shoulders and...
Oh my, I didn't know that you would get so nervous, Wataru.
Sheesh, Dad. Your face is just too scary.
I'm sure Mr. Wataru must have struggled a lot throughout his life. From now on, surrounded by his new family, I want him to live his life with a smile on his face. I feel that way from the bottom of my heart.